Hi, I'd like to share with you a meditation that is very sweet to me that was shared with me a few months ago by a facilitator here in Austin. And I genuinely feel if we could do this every day, we would do a lot for the healing of the whole world. That's a big statement, and I mean it. It is reminiscent of other meditations that I've done. Particularly, I want to mention the Twin Hearts meditation of Pranic Healing. If you're not familiar with that organization, pranichealing.org. My teacher is Master Stephen Coe, and he puts out on this website, pranichealing.org, and also on Instagram. You can follow him on Instagram, and he puts out monthly, bi-monthly, he puts out free meditations for what's called the Twin Hearts meditation. It's really beautiful to think that there are all of these different traditions that are focused so much on opening the heart and on, in a loving, compassionate, empathetic, and generous way, offering that kind care to the world around us. So today, what I would like to do is share this particular one. It's very sweet, and it's how I end all of my meditations, and sometimes it becomes my entire meditation. So I welcome you to do this with me. First, make sure that you're in a location where you won't be disturbed. Let the lighting be pleasant to you. Usually lowered is nice. You can do things like light a candle, have some incense burning. These things feel really nice, but they're not necessary. What is important is that you either won't be disturbed, or if someone tries to disturb you, you just won't be disturbed. Either an internal choice or a definite probability from the external world. And then find a position in which you can be comfortable. That's really essential. So maybe it's a seated position with the spine long, or maybe you're resting your back against a chair, or maybe you're even lying down. Allow yourself to become comfortable. And one of my favorite meditation teachers says, get fussy. When you're setting up for meditation, get fussy. Get it just perfect. Really take good care. So if you've been fussy enough, then you're ready to begin. Allow your eyes to be partly opened so that your gaze is soft. And if you're seated, it's about 2 or 3 feet in front of you, the gaze. Again, soft and receptive. If you're lying down, you can still have your eyes slightly open, the gaze soft and receptive. It just might fall in a different location than 2 to 3 feet in front of you. Your eyes are taking in the light and the shadow in the room. Hear the sounds in the room closest to you. And the sounds outside the room. Notice if the mind wants to drift away, and congratulate yourself for a brief moment that you noticed, and bring your attention back. Let your eyes close. And feel the support of the floor underneath you. Your legs supported by the floor. The two halves of the pelvis, left and right, supported. And there's release there. The spine long. The sternum floats, allowing the heart space to open. The skull is released and floating. And you can feel your breath. Allow your mind, your awareness, your attention to settle in the heart space. Feel the breath moving in and out, gently caressing heart space as it does. And become aware of the rhythm of your breath. Like an ocean flowing. Now feel the rhythm of your heart. The pulsating of the heart, and also of the veins and arteries. Sit in this awareness of the heart. And now allow your awareness to include the awareness that there are other hearts beating around you. Maybe not in the room that you're in, but there are hearts near. And can you become aware of those other hearts beating just as yours is? And can you imagine that we are all of us sitting inside of a large heart? Each of us beating with our own rhythm. And we are all of us inside of this large heart. The collective, individual, and collective hearts. And that larger heart is big enough to encompass your entire city, your state, your country. In fact, the whole earth is sitting inside this larger heart. Collective hearts all beating inside. And can you now place this larger heart inside the universe? Feel into the glowing, spinning universe, and feel the rhythm of the universe there. This pulsating light that is the universe. And the heart that rests inside of it, and your heart that rests inside of that. Feeling the rhythms of the heart, that large heart, and the pulsation of the universe. And see if you can get the rhythms to match. And let your eyes come open. Isn't that sweet? And then we can sit here and live here and operate from this place. You know, I've all my life been interested very much in these kinds of investigations into philosophy and spirituality. And in my 20s, I began to study quite focused about the voice. And it's been quite a progression, and I won't go into it. You can find it on my website if you wish to look it up. But I spent quite a bit of time in academia, and I suppose that part of my mind, that academic part of my mind, wondered, how can I rectify that I enjoy doing voice and speech and also meditation and healing work? How can I rectify that, Melissa? How can I make that feel okay within, that I could tell people that I do all of these things? It was really an issue for me, not anyone else. But you see, they're the same thing. My coming back to meditation and my dedication to my own healing practice, my own self-growth, is what supports my vocal work, my working with people with voice and speech. It isn't separate. It's actually quite a bit of the foundation of what it is that I am and what it is that I do, what makes me unique. If I didn't have the meditation and the healing practice, I wouldn't be the same voice teacher. So I encourage you to let your meditation and your own self-reflective journey, your own seeking, let that be the support from which you have every encounter at work and in life. They're not a separate thing. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's really a pleasure to get to share these videos with you, and I'm grateful for every view and comment, and even if you don't reach out, I'm simply grateful that something that we've done here together today has been useful to you, to your community, and to the world. Thank you so much. Blessings. Namaste.